8:21 p.m. Tuesday, July 16th, 2019.
It's true.
Episode number 731
Yep.
of UhhYeahDude. My name is Jonathan, and this is Seth.
I like that.
It's new, and so I don't have my things laid out the way that I used to have them. So
Okay.
my references aren't
you
all
will.
there.
No, but I liked how we
slow?
did that. How you verbally you were coming, but I was coming at with physicality.
It was.
Which I don't know if you
I was reading your body language.
imagine my body language communicating with him,
And
as only two professionals who've been in the game this long can do. There's a sort of
What is it? An unspoken,
if you will, the great telepathic comedic communications. Yeah, dude.
Nice to be back in the apartment. It's been ages.
Couldn't be better to be back.
Catching a lot of flack from
couldn't
some
be more grateful to be
long-time
back.
listeners.
Yeah,
Clearly
dude.
not Patreon people.
America through the eyes of two Americans. I think you said 731.
I believe I said 7:30, and you kind of filled in with the physical.
Again, with the body.
The physical one. You are the physical one of the duo.
Yeah,
I would say you're the physical.
What about the Vans Warped Tour?
In this year?
What about the 25th anniversary this year?
That's a party.
Dog, presented by Journeys. Do you know Journeys?
I do.
You find it at a mall near you, from what my research told me.
I know some malls that have more than one.
Double Journeys.
I think Mall of America has more than one.
Gotta have one on each floor. 5 Journeys. Take one.
Take a journey.
Because the first Journeys for when you're 0 to 3. The second Journeys on the second floor, 3 to 9.
I've bought shoes at Journeys before.
Well, their slogan, mostly below the ankle. So I guess it's about them.
That's a catchy slogan.
Hey, mostly below the ankle.
Mostly DC shoes.
Mostly DC.
Mostly
below
DC.
the ankle.
Below the anks.
There's performances. I believe that the Offspring will be on that stage, prowling that stage. You want to talk about energy?
Yeah.
You want to talk about telepathic fucking communication? What about Travie McCoy? I've been wondering what Travie's been up to.
Has he got an all-star lineup?
Travie, I think, rocks at
Supergroup?
spoken word, possibly. And ladies and gentlemen, now in 114-degree weather, do you all remember Travie McCoy of Gym Class Heroes? Spoken word, please.
Who else? Who else?
Sum 41?
Yeah.
Don't forget. Don't sleep.
No Effects?
What's this? Yep.
Because my friends were just in Portland, and they said there was a No Effects show, and they said literally 24 hours before it started, people came in, like everybody.
Doc Martens descending.
Like guys just No Effects tattoos, No Effects license plates.
What's the Sum been up to?
Not a whole lot.
Let's find out.
I think that was whatever they last did that we know of is the last thing that happened. Except what's his name? Like I think drank himself to death a couple of times.
Is he's still with us?
I think he's still with us.
Okay, so he's still the front man of the 41. Do you call him the Sum or do you call him the 41?
Me?
Just depends on which tattoo you got.
Yeah.
Early days you got a Sum tattoo. Later days you got a 41. And everyone knows. Yep.
The 41.
Yep. So that's just 25 years.
Congratulations,
Congratulations to Vans, to Journeys,
to Warped Tour,
to Travie.
I don't know who Gym Class Heroes are. I don't know their songs. I mean, I must know at least one of them.
There's probably a couple that you know.
But I don't know that band.
No, you don't know them.
I'm not sure who that is. That's after my time.
After your time.
I was more of a Bad Religion type of man.
They might be there as well.
Good band.
Good band.
Not a bad band.
Slow down, though. You're getting a mix and a mash and a mosh up in these parts.
Yeah.
25 years in.
The only common denominator is energy.
Energy!
Pure punk energy.
Punk energy. PPE.
Mighty Mighty Boss Tones or anybody? We get any ska in there?
I wish you got some ska. There's probably some new
Cherry
ska.
Poppin' Daddies.
Some new ska you don't know about.
New with an NU. Like new metal, like new ska.
Oh, new metal. You mean NU.
New ska.
New ska is my thing. It's the band I've been working on. Cherry Poppin' DCs. We're the DC daddies.
remember the Cherry Poppin' Daddies were. I mean, I wouldn't say a good. I think they were a good
They're a
band.
good band as well. There's not a bad band on this fucking
Cherry
bill.
Poppin' Daddies had to change their name at one point because they got signed to a major, and the major was like, "You can't be called Cherry Popping anything," and they changed their name, I believe, to the Daddies.
To the Hyman Smackers.
And that, like-
and they were like, you can't be the Hyman Smackers, and they were like, well, then we can't be a band because we're PPE, Pure Punk Energy. Wait a minute, I got it. We're Pure Punk Energy.
PPE is
PPE,
so good.
dog, so good.
Such a good band.
Such a good band.
Fuck.
It's what are you gonna do? It's hot in the summer.
Bad Brains, POD. We got anybody like that coming?
POD.
They played up in that. They were up in that world.
Mix? I'd like to see a PPE POD bill.
No Blink 182. No Travis.
No, I think they're doing their own thing with Wheezy. They have their own tour.
With who?
Wheezy,
Little Wayne.
little guy, Hollygrove. You know, Nolans. Oh, I think he might have left that. I'm not even exactly sure.
That couldn't have gone
Can't
the
go
way
well.
that they thought it
the
was
way
going
they
to
thought
go.
it went. We'll just put we'll put some ramps out in the back, and we'll all just like skate and like rock. But will we?
Yeah, that can't have.
I don't think that
Could
worked.
not have been the jump off.
I don't think that worked.
Oh God.
Listen,
I mean,
we should be so lucky. We should be so lucky on a fucking 25th anniversary touring podcasters tour. Just fucking
yeah, being like, I cannot believe these fucking people
look,
still
they're
coming.
still doing this. And who's there? I mean,
I don't
they're
know.
there.
It's us.
Last podcast on the left, I think, is there.
Keith and the girl.
They're still there. I mean, Dax might show up. We don't know.
We're hoping.
We're hoping. It's a crazy 25th year reunion.
I mean, can you imagine just being like, yeah, we'll do it. Of course we'll do it.
Yeah, we'll do it.
What else are we gonna do?
Where is it? Cincinnati? I'm there. Never got there the first time around. Finally.
Our first show in Cincinnati.
Finally.
2032.
Fuck, man.
Well.
Oh, yeah, Lachey.
Good luck to everyone there.
Yeah. Stay hydrated.
Definitely. It's gonna be hot.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can't just be running around the stage the way you did fucking 10, 15 years ago.
No.
Or 30 years ago from some of the people on the lineup.
Tour tight. You got to get tour tight for that.
God, man. Need some Gatorade.
Seeking arrangement. Upgrade your relationships. The world's #1 sugar daddy website. With over 20 million members.
That's a lot.
It's
What does
a
that
shit
mean?
ton.
That's 19.5 million dudes and 500,000 women?
Yeah.
Or 19,900 dudes, 100,000 women? Or
I would say it is
a lot of seekers.
15 million
Okay.
daddies, 5 million
Daddies.
women.
Okay. That's optimistic.
Also, you could be seeking a sugar daddy and not be a female. Is that covered in this?
Yeah, I don't know how that breaks down. Of course.
A sugar poppy.
Of course.
That's my...
Latinx, of course.
It says the #1 city in the United States in terms of number of daddies.
Where the daddy's at.
Dad City.
Where is Dad's? What's #1 Dad City?
Zaddy, USA is Chicago.
Wow. Wouldn't have guessed that.
Why? What would you have guessed?
I would have
Los
guessed
Angeles? New York?
Los Angeles. Was probably right up there. But it's Chicago.
It's probably right up there, but
it's
not
right
quite.
up there. Or Manhattan. Or maybe a Las Vegas. But it's definitely fucking Chicago. Yeah.
Well, what is it as far as...
It's cold, you know?
cuffing season?
Yeah, and, you know, daddies, they provide fucking warmth. Both emotionally and they can really outfit you in some warmth. And in that few weeks in Chicago in the summer, when you get that 6 weeks and you're down at the beach.
Okay, this is crazy. There's 8 million people in New York. and only 2.7 million in Chicago, and yet Chicago has more sugar daddies in it.
They all know that's number one zaddy fucking town.
That's zaddy.
They know where to go.
Zad City.
It's probably on the forums. Like if they probably knew for the last about decade, this is where we go. This is where it's at.
It's interesting.
Chicago. Who lives there?
Zads.
Any DL? Any famous? Who's there in Chicago? Who's famous? Who's on the fucking DL? Who's a DL Zad? I want to know who the DLZs are.
DL Zad.
I want to know who the DLZs are in Chi-Town.
I'm sure there's, so many that we see on a regular basis.
Oh, that we see on television on a regular basis.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
For sure.
Definite DLZ. Oh, Chicago? Yeah, I heard about it. They've been talking about it on the forums, I guess? Yeah, that's
where you go.
it's a wonderful arrangement.
It works out for everyone.
It works really out the most, I think, for the women. Because that's just great.
I think it works out for everybody.
You think it works out for the gentlemen as well? It doesn't, though, because they get their hearts broken. In the end, they're left heartbroken.
Is that true? Always?
Yeah. You think a man would have sex with a woman, and then when she says to him,
I'm done having
sex with you, I'm going to have sex with another man?
now.
Now. Yeah.
From now on.
Forever and now on. And from the last 4 months, now. Heartbroken.
We get...
Oh, dog, we
put on
real cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? All right. Let's go back on the site. There's got to be other...
I know.
Sarah!
We hold on.
Sarah!
We hold on more than we say we do.
Oh, yeah, Sarah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What can you do?
Heartbroken.
It just maybe at that point, if you're a full-on Zad, maybe you've had your heart broken so much that you're happy just to be in like a no hearts involved here. Let's just have a nice time and make it all make sense for everyone.
It's not making a fucking lick of sense. You look over at that table at dinner, that table don't make no sense. I mean, we know it. It makes perfect sense. We all understand. Socially, we all understand at the restaurant. We've all looked at each other and nodded in agreement of how much sense it makes. But in the end, there's only one guy left crying. It's just like sometimes I'll walk right over to them and just put my hand on their hand and say, I'm sorry about your future tears. Bless you, kind tears, sir.
But is it worth it? In the end, also, are you like crying, and as you're crying, you're also like, but that fucking pussy was so good. No, right? No. Yes.
No. Alone in your big old beautiful place. What's 105-inch television get you when you're all alone? Screaming about Sarah.
No one can hear you.
Pictures of you guys at Wrigley. Look stupid in every single one. Because you're so
old and bad.
And so bad and so poorly dressed. She
never told you.
Didn't tell you. Didn't have to tell you. That's not the arrangement. The arrangement is thank you for medical school.
Yeah. You don't. I don't have to tell you.
I don't need to tell you to take those fucking jeans off. I don't give a fuck. 11 months and I'm out.
That's tough.
Wicked tough. Something at like Grant Park, some sort of summer food festival, holding up like kielbasa, like
you eat one end, I'll eat the other.
What's that? Lady and the Beast, Beauty and the Tramp. What is it? I'm all alone. Ariel, Jasmine, they're all the same. I can't tell the difference.
So rich.
I loved you. I loved you. I was only 36 years older than you. I thought it would work. I thought after the 11 months that you would just realize it could work. It can't work, Greg. It can't work. Greg, you're 36 years older than me. And in the worst kind of like...
In the worst years.
Yeah, I'm like, the worst ones. Because I'm 26. 36, 46, 56. Says that 62.
72.
62, it don't work, Greg. God, Greg.
But then there's some dudes who it works for, right? Not that it works for, but that they get away with it.
Oh, they get away with it because they're monsters. So they're going to do what they do. It's always going to work out for them because they live in Dallas and they're like commercial real estate developers.
Right.
And they're, you know.
I meant
they
more
have
like
10
kind of
rings
like,
on. And
yeah, I guess I meant more like.
no, I mean,
there's bad examples. Like I only could cite
yeah.
bad examples.
Their house has 2 staircases going upstairs, so they're just
right.
Yeah. You know, it's tough.
Fuck.
It's tough, Greg. 2 G's.
Greg with 2 G's. 3 G's.
Third G.
3G Greg.
Third G's for gosh.
St. Louis, not far from the Anheuser-Busch Brewery, Joshua Gregatis fills a cooler with bottles and cans in one of the city's oldest bars. It's Saturday night. The lights are low. Sinatra's crooning voice is filling the air,
Pour me a cold one. Let's go.
along with the aroma of incense.
Wait a minute.
The place has all the makings of a swanky, boozy hangout.
Like incense?
We in a head shop?
Wait a minute. With the incense and peppermints.
All the makings of
Traditional
a swank,
makings, yeah.
boozy hangout, except for the booze. Pops's Blue Moon Bar, a fixture of this beer-loving city since 1908, has joined an emerging national trend. Alcohol-free spaces offering social connections without peer pressure to drink, hangovers, or DUIs. From boozeless bars to substance-free zones at concerts marked by yellow balloons, sober spots are popping up across the nation, promising a healthy alternative for people in recovery.
Fun
And
alternative.
those who simply
Cool.
want to
Just
drink
to be cool.
less.
I see a yellow balloon. Let's run over to there. Well, you guys are all adults. Why are you running over to the yellow balloons? Because there's no DUIs. It's called Uber or Lyft or anyone driving you. Hangover is called fucking graham crackers and Pedialyte. Grow up. And what's up? Did you have fun? Oh, yeah. We just, had some pops and just talked, about what? What did you talk about? Some stuff. Sober stuff, bruh. Sober stuff, bruh. It was cool, man. We had a really good time. We were all just hanging out, burning incense and drinking pop in a bar. So you went there.
It's
Well, let me get this.
it's hard.
Not drinking?
No.
Yes.
No.
No.
But it's hard
Being an adult?
being able to eke out any type of a remotely enjoyable experience,
As a
social
sober person.
experience and as a sober person.
Oh, it's impossible. But it's not the remedy.
But what?
Not the remedy right here.
Oh no!
This is
absolutely
bloody
the
mess.
worst. That's legally, willingly signing up for it to for sure be terrible.
The owner of this bar could be liable in most states. It's legally, it's bad. I don't know what
It's
the
abuse.
statute is. It's abuse.
I was just thinking, like, I guess other than our shows, our live shows,
Oh, we were out in the mix.
I haven't been into a bar voluntarily since I stopped drinking.
And what would be the reason?
Maybe a
to
place-
watch the 5th inning of a Dodgers game. Like,
Honestly, like something
it's
like
just
that.
like the worst.
Or like, I guess maybe a place that's a bar that has good food or something like that. But like, I don't know. It's just,
Bar that has good food.
I can't even.
Yeah, you gonna watch Bring the Funny like with no sound on?
But I
like,
can't bring myself to sit in a place like that and eat. I lose my appetite.
Of course you do.
And I don't lose my appetite because they're disgusting places, even though they are.
Yeah, I mean,
I kind of get disgusted with myself and
course.
the time that I spend in there, and so I don't feel compelled to be like, oh, let me indulge in this like decadent mac and cheese.
These potato skins, best in the city.
Exactly.
Best in the city. Is that the 5th inning of the Dodgers game?
Can you turn that?
Turn that lower down. Turn it lower down.
Could you turn that down?
Lower down.
So
Yeah.
the idea of somebody
Come on over. Yeah, John, what do we have? Arnold Palmer's. What are you into? Kombucha. What's your thing, man? I own a bar. What's your thing?
To remove that element entirely doesn't fix anything.
Oh, got it. Oh, no.
That's what I mean.
Oh,
I guess.
no.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
It's not
You
the
mean the
drunk.
bill-
It's not other people being drunk that bothers me.
No. It's the things that like.
It's me not being drunk.
Yeah, it's the stuff that goes into the glass. I mean, you can't just change that. It's a Shirley Temple dog. It's cool.
It's the same.
It's a yellow balloon. It's Shirley Temple. You're a 45-year-old man.
It's the same.
It's all the same. It's all the same, man.
I had a good
You like
time.
Jenga? We're playing Jenga over in the corner with other 40-year-olds. Are you down with Jenga and 40-year-olds? I'm just going to stick to the old coffee and documentary fucking... I'm going to do that, all right?
Yeah.
I'm going to stick to the old coffee and docs routine I've been on for about 17. Going to ride that one.
You guys have fun, though.
I'm on the coffee and docs tip, I think. You sure, bruh?
A concert,
Well, you have to do that. You got to go.
you got to go. I had a
How
good
you going
time.
to see John Mayer?
I have to go see. I
I mean, you're watching
I had a
enough
great
vids on your
time
phone,
at the
but
John
you got
Mayer
to see him in real
show.
life.
But that's a very particular.
Very particular.
It has to be. There has to be a lot of things.
Oh, and this guy, yeah.
A lot of boxes have to get ticked
Yeah.
in order for me to be like, I'm gonna muster up
Yeah.
the enthusiasm
get
to like
there,
burn through that.
You need hacky sacks. You need fucking whippets over here.
Um,
You would not have been able to do Paul McCartney like at Dodger Stadium.
I don't think so.
Not a chance.
I watched that clip and I was
It was like, oh my god.
I was like, this looks terrible.
We're Sergeant Pepper. Like what?
Like, bye.
Bye. This is so
4
bad.
hours
I will
later.
not listen to anyone tell me that was good.
$379 ticket.
Oh yeah, like $700 later. We're Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts. Peace. Play the new shit. Dog, you've been up there for 3 hours. You probably played a lot of new shit.
Some bluesy newsy.
Oh, bluesy newsy. But Poppy, a lot of that shit. Because she loved me, and I loved her. So we went to the English Park and had tea. Ladies and gentlemen, Ringo, bing, bing, bing. Tough. People just like, best show ever. No, it wasn't. That's okay to say that. You can be honest here.
Yeah.
We can all start to be honest. It doesn't have to. You don't have to have an idea.
It doesn't have to be
and
awesome
just-
for you to go and do it.
Just do it. Say it sucks like me. Just hate everything like me and then say it. It's so much easier.
It's way
to not
easier.
want to do anything.
It's way
force
easier.
yourself to do it and then be like, that was even worse than I imagined.
As opposed to
like I'm really excited about going.
Can't wait
and
for
I don't mind that I dropped $6 on
Yeah,
this.
this-
And there's Sergeant Pepper, and that's a Lonely Hearts Club band.
Yeah.
Doodly doo 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 doodly doo. Awesome show. Best show.
It's
Really?
like the guys that like want to break. It's the Star Wars thing. Like,
Can't break
don't
it.
tell me it was good.
Shatter their
It
lives.
wasn't good, but it's fine that you
Dog.
still go.
Just
you can
go.
go 3 times.
Go 4
it's
times.
It's not good.
Hate it more each time and then tell me how much you hated it. I get when you were a kid, you loved it, and that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
You shouldn't like it now. There ain't no reason to like it now. Just hate it and tell me that it...
But still do it.
Still do it. Do it. Make your kids do it. And get excited the first time you get to watch the old ones with your kids, and that's a tender moment. Psychopathic tender moment. But don't still hang on to this. Well, there's one every year, and everyone is better than the last one.
Yeah.
And the actor that played Han Solo is quite possibly better than Harrison Ford. And his name is what? The actor that played him, what's his name? Well, it's something like Eric Aaronwright or Aaron Donald Tite or... Okay, so you don't know the actor that played him.
Nor will any of us ever.
Ever.
Because he's like...
Because on
not
9
an-
apple
he's
boxes
not
to be in the movie. And we need a 7th apple box over here. What is it again? It's Eikenzeit? What is it?
I think...
Just say
You know
it
what
sucked.
it is? It's...
Don't say it's good.
Don't.
Go to the Warped Tour because you're covered in bad tattoos that you got.
That you did.
That you did.
You did
when
it.
you used to drink. Now you're sober. You have 2 kids. That's good. That's good. That's a healthy thing. Go there. Wear your weird hat that you like. I don't know what they do. They flip the lid, the brim up. What is that? It's like a weird it's a punk rally cap. Do that weird thing. Put your fucking shitty Oakleys on the back of your neck. break out your DCs, get those long weird shorts, show off the shitty band tattoos you got right there on your calf, go, but hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it because we're dying every day getting older. You shouldn't be getting more excited about it. Yeah. You should realize like, oh, you should sit there and kind of be like by yourself, oh God, I'm going to die soon.
Well, I think that, and also that it...
Does it make them feel young? I'm young again. There's Derek. Dog.
There's a relief for me. There's a nostalgia and there's a sadness of not being able to get swept up in anything else ever again.
About anything.
But there is a relief in those things that did sweep me up in seeing them how others maybe were seeing them as I was going through them, because it's a broadening perspective. Meaning me loving fish when I was in 9th grade and like cool older friends of mine being like, these guys suck, and me being like, we're not friends anymore. Yeah, and now me being like, oh, they were right. Like, oh, shit, they knew what I know now.
Call that guy back? And no, he's got a great life. I'd love you to be a part of it. He's a huge executive at a network and only wants to make TV shows and podcasts, but you can't call him because he's dead to you.
Because he
defriended you. Because you said you were going to name your firstborn son Trey. He laughed at you and you slapped his face. You still don't have a kid.
No show.
No show. And now you're touring with John Mayer.
It's
I don't know. Hate it. Just hate it.
It feels okay to me.
Hate it.
It feels okay to me to hate it.
It's healthy and authentic and truthful to hate it.
That's what I mean.
It's not good.
That's what I mean. And that there's that sanity makes it okay for it to not be great anymore.
I mean, I get like
that insight.
It's so I'll drive with my windows up. I'm driving by myself, so no one knows what's happening. And like when Jeremy by Pearl Jam comes on, I feel like I sing it and I'm like, this is good, but I'm like, this is bad, Seth. This is crazy that this was like so important and good to you.
Yeah, it was important.
Dog, it was deathly and deadly important. And now I'm like, but I'm like, it probably is great. It probably is still good, but I don't feel good about it. Because it just reminds me like, oh, you used to be like fucking young. And how can anything that makes you remind you when you were good and young make you feel good? Do people think like, do they get nostalgia and they feel good? Like, it makes me feel awful. Jonathan, well, we're at the show and there's people pulling up pictures of us from like, I saw you 10 years ago. And I'm like, oh my God, like this is, you know how bad this makes me feel?
I mean, I think inherently that nostalgia is bad.
Okay.
I mean, I think if you take the Frank Zappa sort of approach to it, it's toxic for a society.
Okay.
Because of the nature of it, it's the cycle gets smaller and smaller and smaller. So our nostalgia, which we see in modern, younger people in modern days now, I went to fucking Little Tokyo and I see these people walking up the street and they're all carrying Blockbuster Video fucking bags, and there's like a Blockbuster pop-up in Little Tokyo. Wow. And I walked in and people are like freaking out because there's like walls of VHS. They're young.
So that's okay?
But no. They're not young enough. They remember Blockbuster.
Oh, no, they shouldn't be there.
And so I was like looking at it and I was like, how can you have something be a throwback when technically they just, the like last one's still
4
open.
4 hours ago.
4 hours ago. So like people are like, remember that? And it's like, well, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, because I was there. I was in Oregon last week at one.
Exactly.
Okay.
And so that the time necessary now for something to
To be,
create
like, crazy
a feeling
nostalgia.
of nostalgia inside of us
Yeah.
is less than it used to be.
Okay.
If something was 50 years old and you're like, whoa, like here I am looking at it now, okay, fine. But not like do you remember
Soldier Boy? Let's sit down. Like, let's talk about
Exactly.
Soldier Boy.
Do you remember this meme? Well, yeah, I remember that meme. That meme was
I guess I saw it again, like, a
18
month
months
ago.
ago. And I understand that it's not cool to reference that meme anymore. And as soon as something's not cool, there's these other people who think the coolest thing to do is to reference the least cool thing. And now we're back. Yeah, we're back again.
And I'm
but that window is so small
It's
now.
all right, because I'm having a Grumpy Cat pop-up in remembrance.
I was just going to say.
Remembrance.
Yeah.
Grumpy Cat died, like, literally during our, like, last episode.
I know.
No, but dog.
I know.
Hollywood Game Night is back. It's back with a motherfucking vengeance. We're playing Celebrity Name Game. We're playing so this fucking person, this civilian, can take home money. The celebrities that were chosen, both on NBC shows,
we're playing
fantastic.
Who's taking the money home? Not a celebrity.
A civilian, but these
But
celebrities.
what is a civilian? Is the civilian a hero, or is the civilian just
This has
just
nothing
a
to do with
run-of-the-mill-
Just not a hero.
no heroes?
No heroes involved here. It's actually Hollywood Game Night. No heroes invited. Darcy Carden, she's on NBC's The Good Place, and Matt Iceman, he's on NBC's American Ninja Warrior. These were good choices. These are solid.
A contestant or
No,
on
they're
Ninja
giving
Warrior?
the clues.
No, but I'm saying on Ninja Warrior,
he's
or is he one of the
two dudes?
Good duo. Like as far as
They're
they're
good.
in.
They're good. Darcy and Matt look at each other and say,
We got this.
let's get this reg some money. At the exact same time, they're giving a female celebrity's name to give clues. And at the exact fucking same time, Darcy says, I'll tell you, and then Matt says another clue, both related to the celebrity they're trying to get. And I mean, the second the name comes up, boom. She stole, is Darcy.
I'm sorry?
She stole. She stole.
Winona Ryder.
Wow. And at the exact same time, Matt, arrested for shoplifting. Winona Ryder. A beautiful, intelligent, accomplished actress. Entire life distilled down into one fucking weak moment. One fucking oxy fucking riddled moment
I think
in Beverly Hills.
it also halted her career in a way that it became a defining moment
This
because
is-
she stopped working afterwards.
She was...
It was
after 9/11. She was fucking... There was a lot going on in her mind.
Now she's on the biggest show in the world. And nobody gives a fuck.
No one gives a fuck. Because if her name
'Cause
comes up, two very good people toss it right in her face. That's it. That's it.
She's a fucking thief.
Fucking dirty oxy pill thief. Anything? Used to fuck Johnny D? Stranger Things. Biggest show of all time. No. Her entire life.
But also that
Entire moment.
That reference has got to be. I'm sure there's like a gazillion people watching Stranger Things that have no idea anything about that.
Oh no,
because
she's
that
just a kook
show's
at the
made-
Golden Globes. That was the lady that's on the
that's
show.
the
Who was
kooky lady.
Who was a kook. Who was like looking around all kooky.
On pills.
Winona Ryder, born in Minnesota, in what city? Winona.
Oh, derp.
Unbelievable. One moment of her life, one weak moment. She had a lot on her mind. It was December of 2001. Yeah, she had a lot on her mind with her career. Again, 9/11. There was a lot happening in here. One weak moment. Took a couple of Roxys, was in Beverly Hills, minding her own business. I'm sure we don't even know.
I feel like I've
And
taken
her
oxys
whole-
before and gotten a little
Got a little handsy?
beefy.
Definitely.
I also watched about
Definitely.
half of Heather's the other
How
day
was it?
on July 3rd.
I love this. We down in Palm Springs, just
yeah.
watching Heather's. Isn't it crazy? Took the dogs down to the Springs and we just watched Heather's. Yeah, we're doing a Winona marathon. We do it every 4th. We shoot it down to the Springs. We do a wino forever marrow. Her entire life distilled into this very moment. I need a clue, and I need to get it right now. And that's what it is. I hope she wasn't watching that.
What did she steal? She was at a Macy's or
Maybe
something
a
like it was a Bloomies.
It was. We're talking department. We're talking. Yeah. We're talking
Stealing from the
clothing.
man.
Stealing from the man, as far as I'm concerned. It's amazing to think.
Sometimes you're
Let's
just
say
too-
she's down in Palm Springs. She likes to get away. She's at the Ace. She's flipping through the TV channels.
She's what? She's like, oh,
the
celebrity
game,
name
this is
game.
cute. Her and
I
her
love
man.
this.
They're just eating snacks
her
in
man?
bed. She's got a man. I don't know what his deal is. Handsome man. Two are a beautiful couple. They're eating dried mangoes in bed at the Ace watching Hollywood Game Night. They're watching this final segment. Her name rolls up on the screen, as it does. A celebrity of that nature, randomly in your life, ask your dad, you're sort of like confronted with a sort of meta existence where you are you, but your persona pops up in everyday life. She sees it. Husband gives her a little kick on the leg because it's fun. Oh, they'll probably go with the biggest TV show of all time that you're currently the star of, that you got all kooky at the Globe. No.
She got kooky at the Globe.
They take you right back to the lowest day of your life. Forever. Obituary. Winona Ryder.
Oxy
Born in
thieving
Winona.
bitch.
Roxy thief bitch. Period.
The end. Born in Winona.
The end. Born in Winona.
Became an oxy thief.
Died in
bitch.
East Hollywood. Roxy thief bitch. What? But that's life. That's life.
It is.
I'll give you life. I'm minding my own business on the internet. It's this past Thursday night. I see that the La Bianca house is for sale in Los Feliz, the La Bianca house of the Tate LaBianca Manson murders. As we approach the 50th anniversary, less than a month away, I think to myself, is this some sort of elaborate, like, did the movie studio, like, do this as some sort of, like, macabre fucking publicity stunt?
No, I'm sure these people, whoever own it, are like, if there's ever a time to get out of this thing, it's going to be now.
Strike right now. Friday morning. Call that agent up first thing in the morning. Yes, just been looking at, trying to find so many properties over in Los Feliz. Maybe you could hook me up. I saw a listing on Waverly. Let's get me in there. I'm seeing tours starting at 5. I'll roll in about... The guy's like, I got you in. First tour, Friday, 5 o'clock.
In the listing, is it listed like
It's
this is where all the murder happened?
It's listed... no. And then I found another site that says that the agent is supposed to, like, do the research before, while looking into this home, like, disclaimer, read into home. I think the address is 33, I got it, it's 3311. It was 3301. They changed the number of the address since. It sold 20 years ago. So it's, I guess all I know is it says on the site on Redfin that the first showing will be 5 p.m. on Friday. And I'm reading this at like 11:30 on Thursday night, and I'm thinking, there's no way that anyone's seeing this house. But the agent's like, I have you. Okay, I'll see you at 5 o'clock. I'm like, am I going to see this fucking house? As the day is going on, at like noon, I talked to him at like 9 in the morning. Seth, it's Frank. Frank, what's up? We still in? Yeah, I'm seeing houses all day. I hope I can be over there by 5. He's like, there's a problem that they're not ready. Can we do the same time on Sunday? And I'm just like, oh man, Sundays, I'm like, Sunday's my big day for showings. I'm just like, all right, we'll do Sunday at 5. I'm like, there is no way. I thought, because the first thing was, I thought if I could get there Friday at 5,
before
and
words
I
out.
rolled in with like everyone dressed in fucking like, here we come, like fucking 700 Marilyn Manson fans come rolling in with like all black, they would know by like 6:15 what the fuck is going on here. So Saturday, I'm just sort of like reading, now I'm back. I'm fucking, I try to chill my Manson until the film, but now I'm all back in. And I'm just like on the site again, and it's listing times on Saturday. I'm talking to Frank again. He was like, it's so funny you just called me. I'm trying to get them. They're supposed to pull that off the site. We're still on for tomorrow, though. I'm like, we're still on. And then Saturday night on CBS 2, there's like a reporter like, hi, like standing in front of the fucking house, like, yesterday on the internet. I'm like, this isn't 9 o'clock on Sunday morning, ring a ding, ding, ding. Hey, Frank, it's Seth. Yeah, I got to go quick because I'm seeing houses all day. Yes, Seth,
Cool.
there's something going on. There's been a lot of overwhelming demand. The buyers called in. I just talked to the listing agent over there. We're going to need a proof of funds to sent over because just, oh yeah, proof of funds. Like Frank, let me get right back at you. I get my accountants and that. So I thought I was in. What are you going to do? Close. I drove by it on my Helter Skelter tour. Like, there it is. I was like, if I get in that house, that's going to be...
You probably could have pulled some type
weird.
of, like...
Should have just showed
this
it Friday.
This is discrimination.
Yeah.
Like, how dare you?
How dare you?
I'll show my proof of funds when I'm decided if I'm going to buy this fucking dump.
That's
or
sick.
not.
This dump house at 1.8. My grandfather, Chuck, that's what I call him, world's best grandpa. Maybe you saw the special. I'm his grandson as well. Bringing a mug says world's best grandpa with a picture of Manson right on there. I'll be seeing this house. So, almost.
You only have to divulge my understanding. I had a friend that bought a house that they found out
what went down.
It's only 18 months or 24 months or something
anything
like
Manson gets it's like special California law.
They bought a house and found out that
Manson-related.
the person who had it hung himself in the shower. And the shower was still there.
Beautiful. Look at this fucking rain shower. Oh, this is well. Wait, hold on now. Yes, the faucet is a beautiful rain shower, but let me tell
also
you,
very sturdy.
You know how wide it is? Let me tell you why
Holds
it's
a lot
so
of weight.
wide. It's wide because he was 360, and he was there for 2 days, and it never came down. So think about that. I would be right in that fucking shower, wouldn't think twice about it.
You wouldn't sage it out or anything?
Dog, the whole world is a fucking coffin. The whole goddamn world is a floating fucking St. Louis, New Orleans cemetery. Everywhere you look, vampires and fucking ghosts.
It might be...
Yeah, just bring in some fucking crystals, call your people in and fucking...
But it also might even be nice to know, like you're saying, since the whole thing is just one giant fucking burial ground, to actually even know, I actually know who died
Yeah,
here.
and I have a photo of him. It's in the shower, and I see him hanging. And I know I'm not hanging.
I look at him every day.
And I take great showers.
I look at him when I shower.
I look at him when I shower, his nude big body. Because I'm not dead. Okay?
They got out of the house.
Yeah,
because they thought it was... I got fucked up as a teenager at one of the Manson houses. I don't know which one, though.
Okay.
What maybe on Sunset?
It's either Cielo. Those are the two houses, Waverly and Cielo.
Which one is this one?
This one's in Los Feliz.
On
Waverly.
On Waverly Terrace.
I think Waverly Ave, I think.
The other one is where?
And Cielo Drive.
Which is up Sunset. Up Laurel?
No, you definitely weren't. I don't think there's any way. You know what?
Not one of the murdered houses. Sorry, a house that I believe he lived in.
Like a
Hollywood,
Hollywood,
like off Sunset.
I don't know that. I don't know.
Fuck. Somebody that went to school with me.
This is Charlie. Charlie lived here. Parker? Cool. No, Manson.
I split my head open there on a nitrous balloon.
Of course you did. No, you just walked in and it's just something like I felt like something pushed me from behind, but there was nobody behind me. Yeah, there was. My grandpa. There's another Queer Eye coming out this Friday on Netflix. I mean, you are so far behind that
I'm not behind. I've abandoned
You've
ship.
called it.
Yeah. I was like, I'm so fucking over that dude.
Oh, you're so mad at him.
I don't like him.
You hate him. Should I hate him with you in solidarity to you and us?
I think...
Or maybe I could just...
You know what I think?
I'll plug my ears whenever he is getting crazy.
It's such a fucking put on.
You think it's all an act.
It's such a passe fucking act.
You think like you ran into him at Runyon and he didn't know. He was like, hey, move it, man.
I mean...
hi, yes, queen, move it, queen. Like, wait a minute. You think it's all an elaborate act.
It's such a put on.
You saw him making out with a woman at a bar.
Fucking this chick.
You saw him fucking a woman at Charles Manson's house. His last U.S. residence. You're mad. All right.
And the rest of it is just so fucking mediocre.
I can't resist.
They're so unremarkable, all of them. I find them all to be wildly unremarkable.
Tan makes you... I mean, what's he going to do?
Tan has actually stepped his game up. Since
now he's down with Tan.
I'm not down with Tan, but he's not as like... Because everyone was like, will you stop cuffing everyone's fucking sleeves and like, making them like... putting them in shirts 2 sizes too fucking small and stuff.
This looks good on you.
I don't know.
Right.
I find them all to be pretty fucking boring.
They're all actors.
They're all wildly uninteresting.
They're all actors. They're Really? Yeah. It's
The one dude that just makes burrata fucking Tostitos every time, like he doesn't know how to cook.
See, these are Tostitos, and if you cut a tomato on it, it's Spanish. Okay.
And then the culture dude, he's got no job. It's not a job. It's not a real thing.
You're out. What about Bobby's design eye, though? Doesn't that...
I mean,
that fucking wallpaper flare. What about that?
it's just none of it. They're all mediocre.
Or mediocre.
They're all wildly mediocre
Basic.
gays.
To you, they're basic.
They're basic bitches.
Basic eye.
Yeah. Basic eye for a basic
eye.
ass fucking...
On Netflix. We should do... All right. Okay. Yeah, so Jonathan saw Jonathan Van Ness like up at Runyon. He was holding hands with an Instagram model, and
Fingering
when Jonathan
her.
bumped into her, he's like, "Hey, I'm fingering this Instagram." I mean, yes, it's very weird. I guess it's an act.
I just mean it's
an act.
It's a bit of a put on.
Okay. Kumail Nanjiani, he had to cancel an appearance on Conan at the very last minute. Absolute last minute. Felt terrible. Had to cancel a talk show appearance. He tweeted out. He let him know in the press release. Conan O'Brien is my comedy hero. Him and Andy Richter are the reason I started comedy. That's how bad he felt. Dog, you are like a huge star. You started comedy because of Conan O'Brien and Andy Richter? You're lying. You're an Academy Award nominated writer. You were just nominated like this morning for your Twilight Zone episode. You're an Emmy nominated actor. You're a fucking huge star, other than Stuber, a huge star. You don't have to fucking say that, because that can't be true.
Maybe?
Maybe? You know, I got into comedy. Conan O'Brien and Andy Richter got me into comedy. Really? Andy Richter got you into comedy? Andy Richter got you into comedy!
Because you could maybe say, because Conan was writing on SNL for a bunch of years before that. Maybe if you were like deep
shit,
in there.
Deep cut Simpsons shit. Okay, I'll give you that. Deep cut Simpsons. I'm all about this guy. Really? Have you ever seen a show that he hosts? Okay, you're still done. And the guy on the couch, he, of all the people in your life that have made you laugh and say, I want to make people laugh. I'm inspired to make people laugh, that guy on the couch. That guy right there. Just be like, fuck all y'all. I didn't make it because I'm a fucking huge ass celeb. I didn't want to do it in the first place.
Is Stuber a movie or is it a TV show?
Stuber is a feature film. He is an Uber driver named Stu, and I guess that's where they get Stuber. I don't know the details. That's all I know about it. And The Rock is in it?
Yeah, your favorite actor.
The Rock?
Yeah.
The Rock Batista. I don't know this character. This is a Guardians of the Galaxy wrestler.
Who?
Dave Batista. I don't know.
You know who he is.
Is he a wrestler?
I thought was he MMA or was he a wrestler?
He couldn't have been MMA.
No, I think he's a wrestler.
So he's a wrestler. So he's following in the tradition of Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
Was he have a cool name? Because he's just Dave Bautista. We don't know him as the Mountain or anything. I love the Mountain. No, the Mountain is the guy on Game of Thrones that's like the big strong guy. I don't know, man.
I don't know.
But he's an Uber driver.
Dave Bautista.
His name is Stu. Guardians. Now, he protects Groot.
I think so.
And Groot is a tree. And you're 45 years old. And you're going to walk out of a fucking movie theater by yourself and be like, with your finger raised up, if you can't see me,
to the
my
sky.
finger's raised up to the sky is in a number 1, like what you do if your team won the game. And you'll just do this as you walk to your car. And then other families, a teenage girl will say to her mom, like, why is that middle-aged man, why is his finger raised in the sky as a number 1? And you'll say, like, honey, because he just saw Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and he's pumped up about it. And all we can do is hope he's not married with children. We just have to pray he's going home to a box to eat cat food. Because if he's responsible for other people, oh, girl, we done fucked.
Got it.
Yeah. I guess the 1 would be for the first one, and you'd throw up the 2 for the second one, and then you'll throw up the 3 for the third one. How do you do 3? Do you do it like that or like that?
I think you do it like that.
You cannot tell me, statistically, in the law of averages, whatever it is you're talking about, only a certain amount of something can be dope. And in those things, there's a million of them. So just by I'm telling tales out of school because I don't know them, but I can only think to myself, if there's a tentpole weirdo movie like that every week, then I should be on that, because then every week you see an awesome movie. That's not possible.
Right.
Oh, they're all, God, dog, this fucking 26th fucking Avengers. I saw a photograph of a bunch of those fools like in a green screen wearing like a nudie suit with like fucking Andy Serkis buttons on it, all like high-fiving. And I'm like, you guys look so fucking stupid. And you're rich as fuck. I'll give you that. It was like Evans, Ruffalo, and Cheadle, and they're all like with their fucking dicks out in some fucking nudie suit with weird like octopus fucking buttons on it, smiling like high-fiving, because like combined they're like richer than like 400 countries. And that's, congratulations. That's cool for you. You guys look fucking stupid.
Yeah.
You look stupid. Because there's no picture of like Steve McQueen and like, you know, like, I remember Steve McQueen was in his nudie suit and he was like high-fiving like Lee Marvin with their dicks out and they had like octopus on it and they're like, look at us. Listen, you guys are like the richest people in the world, and that's all that really matters, because that's all that matters, right?
Yeah.
Whoever has the most money.
Yeah. And
then everyone else dies.
Yeah.
So you won. But you look fucking stupid, man.
In the meantime,
you look fucking stupid.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I mean, listen,
it's not cool.
I'm gonna meet all of you. I'll bow down to you. You drive dope cars and your lives are fat. You look fucking stupid.
Yeah.
You look stupid.
Yeah, it's not cool.
It ain't cool.
But whatever.
Hey, whatevs.
Here's the next one.
When's the next one? I just, statistically.
Yeah,
mathematically, let's just talk math.
I'd be stoked if that was the case.
Doug.
Like you're saying. Even one a month. I keep wanting to go see a movie, and I keep looking, and there's like nothing.
What about Midsummer? I thought you were going to do it.
Well, I guess that's the next thing. But
Walk out of that with your finger up. Damn it.
It's tough. Tough.
What are you going to do?
USA Today snapshots.
I'm listening.
This is about summer camps. The percentage of summer camps that offer these different activities. A camp that offers wilderness trips, 21%. Camps that offer horseback riding, 34%. Climbing and rappelling, 47%. Camping skills, 63%.
Okay.
And the percentage of summer camps that offer swimming, 86%.
It wasn't real well, but how was camp? It was fun. Did you go swimming?
No.
No,
that wasn't offered.
No, I went to that one of those 17% of the camps that just don't have swimming.
No, swimming wasn't offered.
Oh, summer camp was great for 2 months. I didn't go swimming once. Okay, new kind of camp, new camp. And camping skills was one. I mean, you're going to get those skills just by being there.
Yeah.
Just by soaking
through
up.
osmosis.
Yes, osmosis of the ivy. You're going to get that. How was camp? Oh, it was awesome.
Dry.
It was soups dry because I didn't go swimming once for 2 months. No.
Nobody goes to camp for 2 months.
They don't go?
They go for like 2 weeks.
I thought you like send them.
I think a month was the longest I went. That was like the one where they like send you to like become a different person because you're like a spoiled rich kid.
Back on track camp.
You're a brat. You're going to survival camp.
Arrow camp.
But 2 weeks is where you're like, you go and like, I made out with a girl, or like, you know, I slept in a cabin.
You should have seen it.
I saw it.
I saw them. I touched
Swear
one.
to God, I touched one.
I swear to God, I touched one. But did you go swimming? No.
Not offered at this camp.
Not offered at my camp. 2 months. 2-month camp.
2-month camp that's like a
I guess that's
juvie.
a bit. Yeah,
it's more like detention camp.
Yeah, that's sorry about that. Love you,
Because then
son.
you get out of summer camp and then like you got to go shopping. You go right back to school.
You're at Kohl's like getting fucking jeans. You're like, school starts
Fucking
like August 2nd.
Miller's
now.
Outpost
It's
the
like
next day.
Insane. Maybe that's more just you talk about nostalgia. Like our summers were like they're like 6 or 7 months long.
Yeah,
I
they
think
were.
2 months at summer camp, a month like with a relative like in another state. Now they literally
like
go up to like
6
June
weeks.
28th. Like 4th of July takes on extra special meaning because it's literally the only
last
thing
weekend.
they have, and then you
the
start
last
school like
weekend of summer.
January 29th. Wow.
Not January 29th.
July 29th. Well, that's another thing. You used to like Christmas break would be like 3 months. You got off like last day of school was like December 6th. You went back like on Valentine's Day. It's like these kids, you guys like you didn't learn anything, but you love going, huh?
You got to be there a lot.
I'm reading a lot about it's piss poor, but you go a lot.
Go a lot
So what's
more.
you go more, but you learn less. All right. What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
Yeah. Now Christmas vacation starts like you have a half day on Christmas Eve. You get out to like put out cookies and hang stockings.
Back on the 2nd.
You get Christmas off, and then no matter what day the day after Christmas is, even if it's on a weekend, you go back to school now.
until
June,
New Year's.
until the end of June. It's crazy, but you don't learn anything anymore, I guess.
We're. Oh, nothing. Never mind.
Give me something there. What do you got there?
Oh, I got something right here. The truth is out there.
What? We've been talking about the truth this whole episode.
Extraterrestrials are more likely
Oh, that's not
to visit from the north.
See, I thought we were on a roll. We were telling people to just be like, "Hey, be honest.
That's one way to interpret.
Hey, maybe Galaxy 2 wasn't as good as Galaxy 1. You can tell me. Your friend Seth, 888-842-2357.
Just admit
I
it.
swear, I will not divulge your name or where you live. Just call me and tell me that 2 wasn't as good as 1.
Yeah.
Or was 2 better than 1? We don't know.
No,
it was like the Godfather
No,
of
it was
Galaxy.
terrible. 2 was really
So just
bad.
tell me 2 was bad.
2 was super bad.
Tell me, just say to me.
Nobody's going to tell you that it wasn't bad.
Okay.
And if they do, then
You know
you
someone's
can
gonna-
send them, give them
And
my
then,
number.
all right, then, but I'm not going to divulge your name except to John, that I have to pass along the name and number. You got to let me know. Just say, hey, man.
You're right, Seth.
You're right,
This
Seth.
sucks.
You're right, Seth. Chris Pratt's not Daniel Day-Lewis. Daniel Day Pratt.
One way to interpret the results from a new report on the states with the most unidentified flying object sightings per capita. Washington State topped the list, followed in order by Montana, Vermont, Alaska, and Maine. So much for Roswell, New Mexico, or the lonely Nevada desert. New Mexico came in 8th on the list and Nevada 13th. Meanwhile, the states with the fewest UFO sightings per capita, Texas, Louisiana, Georgia, Mississippi, and Alabama,
Weird.
are all down south.
That's weird. If you did an index of every awful thing, those states are like whatever, most Mountain Dew consumed, least amount of front teeth, least amount of bicycle riding, every single index for terrible living is those states. Yet when it comes down to it, none of them are like, even in they're all on meth, they're not calling telephones and saying like, I saw something. Whereas Washington State, states where people are out and like living outdoors, and what do you think? Well, maybe because Alaska's like, you're going to see shit because like Northern Lights they were the Greys. No, it's kind of like called like the sky. You should kind of pass that. You should know that by now. Someone should have told you.
By now.
Washington State's got a lot of trees and shit and woods, and so maybe that's it. A lot of like forest abductions.
I mean, they're all fairly remote areas with lots of starry skies.
Okay.
They're low light states.
Like dark sky states. Great call. Yeah. You're not going to
Montana, Vermont, Alaska, Maine, and Washington.
So you're out there, and that's where you have a better view. You can see it. I'm sorry. Go.
Meanwhile, the states with the fewest sightings per capita, Texas, Louisiana, Georgia, Mississippi, and Alabama, are all down south. The list was put together by the analysts and space nerds at internet provider satelliteinternet.com, which culled the data from the National UFO Reporting Center and the U.S. Census. It must be pointed out that Washington State, which had about 78 sightings per 100,000 people, is home to the National UFO Reporting Center, a repository for such sightings.
What do you... Well, then that... If it's close, maybe? I'm not sure.
Maybe there's just a general awareness of that there is a place to...
If you know the number...
If you see something, say something.
See something, say something. If you're in a place you don't know the number because it's not near you, but you're primed, unless that's where they be...
Kicking it. That's why it was established.
The number it's established there, and the most sightings are there because that's where they're at. That's where they're making themselves known, seen. I guess they're storming Area 51 here on Facebook. From what I'm reading.
What's up with that? That's not going to happen?
Well, it says 1.3 million people are going.
But I've heard it's like 650,000 were actually like, no, we're actually going.
Yeah, but is that true? Or is it really going to be like more like 731? Storm Area 51, they can't stop us all, is what they're saying. They're going on my birthday, which is great. Thank you. Give me something to laugh at them at. They're going, Friday, September 20th, from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. Pacific time. They're going to roll in. They say 1.3 million people are going to show up. I guess they're going to storm the gates and just the first batch of people will just be shot down. They're the people that are so willing to die for this cause. If you got 1.3 million, so you get a few thousand people that are like, I'm going to die on Seth's birthday to prove this. We put them in the front, so it's like, and then just people going over them. And by the time the 17,000 people wave come in, they'll overtake the tanks and then we'll get in there. And then what will be really sad though for like 1.2 million people, about 1 million people will probably be shot to death that day. That's going to be sad. But it'll be really sadder for the 1.2 million people that climb over 1 million dead bodies to walk into a fucking empty warehouse and be like, oh, fuck.
They got rid of everything.
Area 52! That way! Fucking that way. Oh, man.
They moved it all. They knew we were coming.
They knew we were coming. Let's go on Jonathan's birthday next year to Area 52. 1.9 million people. So then you got to climb back over 1 million dead bodies. Do you know what 1 million dead bodies looks like on the ground? Dog, it's like insane. So you're climbing over them. You're crying because, I don't know.
Friends of yours are in that pile.
Oh, yeah, friends and relatives and internet friends and forum friends are in there. All of your forum friends from 4chan are amongst you, and that's sad.
Plus, it reminds you you're nostalgic for the last time.
Nostalgic for the plane ticket and like the hotel and the rental car. That was like more than you like have. That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Area 52.
Area 52 is gonna pop off next year. Scary, scary stuff.
All right, let's wrap this up before my new iPad rig dies.
Oh yeah, dude.
I think this is the first time. I just don't want to. I don't want to. I want it to be a success.
Yes. Oh yeah, dude. America, through the eyes of two Americans. Yeah, like we said, 888-842-2357. Feel free to call and just, if there's something that you really want to admit that you just
let it out.
You're pretending that you still like it, but you
know it sucks.
You know that you shouldn't and you can't. You can tell your friends. We're your friends.
888-842-2357 is the toll-free voicemail. Our website, UhhYeahDude.com, is your portal for all things UhhYeahDude. Links to tickets for live shows, links to our Patreon page where you can support us and keep us commercial-free, and also watch the shows filmed in 3-camera here in the apartment, access to our live show recordings and the archive of all our episodes.
Amazing.
Also
Patreon.
our merch store on UhhYeahDude.com should have some new stuff in it. There will also be new stuff at the Brooklyn show at the end of the month. New designs, new merch. Keep an eye out for that stuff. But yeah, Patreon is the
Venmo.
nicest way, biggest way,
Anyway.
most important way to to help us and support us.
It
and
just reminded me.
keep the show free and
They
poppin'.
just opened up. They had Jurassic Park, the ride that was open for 20 years or whatever, and they closed it last year. They opened up Jurassic World, right? The ride. And I'm like, well, I can't believe, because it's a new ride, I got to go to it. But I'm like, this sucks. Like, middle of summer to have to roll up there. Even if I get there at like, wait for an hour for those doors open at 9. I've done it before. It's like a free-for-all. I watched a dude like on the ride with a good, it's looked really bad. It's
it did?
basically the
There's an
the
updated
ride. It's
version.
a slightly
They've
updated
tweaked
version,
it.
and it does have sort of a flume-like drop, and that would not be, because that did from the original. The last drop is, like, I think Chris Pratt being like, "Run! The devil's coming! Run!" It's got a crazy religious thing for him now. Like,
In order
he said,
to be a part
to
of
be
it.
a part of it, I won't do this unless like everyone's given a Bible when they sit. It's a very weird thing. So you got a Bible, and you're actually told that dinosaurs. What you're seeing, it looks exciting. It never really happened. So don't get too scared. Let's read a chapter. Then the bride stops. You read a verse. It's crazy. But that I wouldn't want to do that last. I can't even handle even a baby. It didn't even look that.
But is it real or is it a synthesized?
No, it's
not a VR.
No, this one's like, I'm a little baby on a ride, but then it just
There is
then
a
it
little,
starts
like-
creeping up, and I'm like, why is it going up? And you do a little mini drop, and I'm like, oh, I could do that one. But then the last one is still from the
Actually,
original.
like
You
a-
go like a flume type thing, and I'm like, hell no. But it looked. I mean, it's not the best way to ride a ride in your fucking kitchen nook watching it on YouTube, but
This guy,
Yeah.
Samsung smartphone.
Yeah, totally. Like, hey man, it's Jimmy the ride guy. But it didn't. I mean,
Didn't look
to
that-
drop a fucking bill to get into that building.
Doug, you didn't have to tell me. I'm not the one contemplating doing it. You're the fucking lunatic.
Yeah.
That's like, should I spend $100
If
to
that-
go to the? I've never done.
I mean, they're all fucking
I'm not any
Fast
of
and
them.
Furious, fucking Transformers,
None
King
of them.
Kong, all
None of
worth
them.
it. I was like,
not worth it.
all worth it.
No way. Jose.
Triple worth it.
No way.
This one, this is a no way.
What about Springfield?
What about Spring? Oh, that's the worst.
And what about Harry Potter Land?
That's
You don't care.
that ride was I didn't get.
You're not.
I
you're
didn't
not, you're
understand
bi-
what the
you're
fuck was going on
you're
there.
Not biased.
Yeah,
You know.
I was a Gobblepuff or something. I'm like, is there a Gobblepuff? And they were like, yes. That was so out of my like.
Yeah.
Fucking, I didn't know what was happening there. I was like stumbling through the village and Butterbeer! Adults knocking me out of the way. Butterbeer! Adults, I said, knocking me out of the way. That ride was bad. You fly through a library or something. They read, what is that book? It's about books or about,
Yeah.
you're on a stick like
about books.
like a ghost. And then
It's a
I was
movie
like,
about-
everyone was wearing looked like rugby, like English rugby sweaters. And I was like, fuck no. Fast and the Furious, that don't work either because it's so hectic. Like, hey man,
You just said it was worth it.
it's on
Transformers, King Kong.
Transformers.
is so bad.
Change your life.
Not possible.
King Kong and Fast and Furious are both on the tour, so you get when you do the tram.
Oh, the other ones
the
are
studio tour.
Their own.
Transformers
you
is
have
its
to,
own
like, go-
thing. Jurassic World is
How
its own
long
thing.
is Transformers?
It's
like 20
maybe
minutes?
4 minutes.
20 minutes, I would go.
I think 45 minutes. No, that's
It's good though. Do you have goggles on or anything? You have virtual headsets?
don't need them. You're transported, dog.
Transformer
You're
transported.
Transformer transported. But
never-
so I
I'll
don't know
never
about
know.
this. I was like,
I'll never know.
I got to do this
Because you thought
it's
it might
new.
be like cutting edge tech that you have to do it, even though it's something that you hate.
Yeah. And people would be like, did you do it? I'd be like, yes, I had to.
Of course, I had to.
But not everyone Jimmy the Ride guy was like, even Jimmy the Ride guy was even like, yeah, you know what? Like,
Not that great.
you know what?
I've been on a lot of rides.
You know what? I do shit. Like and subscribe. Smash it. I smashed it.
Smash that
I
subscribe.
smashed it. He asked me to.
You did it.
Come
back.
for
7:31.
7:32.
32.
Seatbelts.
Seatbelts.